Hello everybody, this is Asmar42, and I'm making this video as a response to Brandon Costa's 7 questions for fellow atheists. Like I said before in my other videos, I don't have any real video recording equipment, so it's just going to be a still picture for the whole video. I'm sorry about that, but I'm working on it. Just broke. But I'm going to go ahead and just go through the list of questions. I'll post them up in the info box, so you can just go through them if you want. But here we go. Question number 1. If you could change one thing about the atheist community on YouTube, what would it be and why? I would have to go with comments left on other videos. I've just noticed some people tend to leave comments that are really childish and stupid, and they end up just being God sucks, does not, R2, that kind of back and forth nonsense. That just is completely non-constructive at all. That irritates me. Question number 2. If you could convince just one religious person to abandon their beliefs, who would it be and why? I'm going to give 2 answers here because I'm not sure whether or not historical figures are supposed to be allowed on this. So, if I could pick somebody in history, it would be Constantine. Emperor Constantine. I would definitely make him leave Christianity alone. Just put it down and walk away. If I'm going to go with somebody from this era, I would go with probably Billy Graham. And the only reason I would say him is that I don't know if anybody here has heard of a guy named Charles Templeton. He was Billy Graham's friend and fellow preacher that abandoned religion. He wrote a book. Hang on, let me go take a look at it real quick. Yeah, it's called Farewell to God, and it was an extremely good read. I wish that Billy Graham would follow a similar path. Question number 3. What was your religious upbringing, and how does it influence your opinion of religion? I actually made a video about this, and it's on my page. Second video I made. But, I was raised Baptist, and then Jehovah's Witness, and then Pentecostal until 14, at which point I became an agnostic, or I thought I was. I was also raised by my real father after that, who was not really religious at all. How has it affected my opinion of religion? Well, reading the Bible is the primary factor in me leaving religion, so obviously it led me down that path, but I think the only real influence that has nowadays is that it makes me debate with Christians more often because I just know more of the material. Question 4. What is your most controversial viewpoint as far as general attitudes amongst other atheists go? Altruism. I would have to go with altruism. I don't like altruism. I really don't. In small doses it's fine, but the general... just sum it up like, I was talking with my brother about this today, and we were talking about that parents buy their kids, like, a bunch of school supplies. They send them off to preschool, and the teacher grabbed all the kids' things, and, like, all of the toys from all the kids, all the drawing equipment, and I don't know what it is kids bring to preschool today, but, and they pooled it into, like, a big collective bin that everybody could use. It's like socialist mentality that, you know, everybody's equal and you're entitled to everybody else's stuff. We should all have to share and blah blah blah. I really dislike the whole concept of altruism. Question 5. What scientific endeavor excites you the most? Astronomy. And, the search for extraterrestrial life. There's so much out there we don't know. I mean, it's incredible the amount of things we've discovered in the last couple hundred years about astronomy. It's also one of the older sciences, and it just keeps getting better and better. You know, discovering the boundaries of the universe, trying to figure out how we can get around this whole can't go faster than the speed of light thing. And God, the things we know nowadays because of astronomy are just astounding to me. Question number 6. Of the 4 Horsemen, Dawkins, Dennett, Hitchens and Harris, who is your favorite and why? Though he's sort of a socialist and he used to be a communist, I'd have to go with Hitchens just because he is by far the most fun to watch. I've just never seen somebody so eloquently tear someone else apart as that man can do. That and the fact that he drinks scotch. is a big one with me, because I don't know why. I just like people who drink scotch because I drink scotch. Call me petty. What's your least favorite theistic argument, and how do you go about refuting it? I'll give two answers here. Just because one's not really an argument, it's a tactic that I run into a lot, and that tactic is the, test your knowledge of everything until they find something that you have a gap in, And then, oh, you didn't know that, therefore, it must have been God. Kind of God of the gaps, but not really, not even that, good, I should say. They're just trying to find a hole in your knowledge, and then, kind of squeeze in some nonsense. I have a lot of people around here that try to do things like that. But as far as my least favorite specific argument, I would have to go with, I don't know if anyone else has heard of this argument, but the ice sphere. It's a argument Kent Hovind came up with for one of his creationist videos. And I actually first encountered it by a guy where I work was talking. And he mentioned, I was talking about astronomy and basically how light can come into the atmosphere and get deflected. And I was discussing why certain wavelength of light, why the sky appears redder at night and things as the sun's going down, things like that. And he started talking to me about some magic ice sphere that surrounded the Earth 6,000 years ago and melted and created a flood. And that was by far the dumbest argument I've ever heard. How you go about refuting it is you think. I mean, it's so easy to refute, it's not even funny. That was probably why I hated it so much, was it was clear that he hadn't thought in the least fucking bit about this argument. Sorry, I swear. By the way, I used to be in the Navy, go figure. But yeah, that's all the questions in the video, so there you go. Thank you for your time, and have a good day.